Yeah, what's up guys? And we are back for the third day of Grand Party. And as I said in the last video, we're gonna be going with the Rock Spires leader to see how they fare against other meta leaders. I opted for a comp of Powerhouse, Striker, and Strength, which exactly fits under the leader of the Rock Spires. They buff Strength, Striker, and Powerhouse with different levels, but it should be enough to boost this team to do a lot of damage and survive against tough adversity. Their burst is pretty interesting. It does a 35% health cut and 100% chance of health defense. And finally, the big one is 5 times attack of the leader. It doesn't ignore defense, but the half defense component that goes before the damage is pretty good, which allows us to do a lot of damage. It leaves us with the caveat that you need to have investment in this team in this leader to do a lot of damage, because like a level 150 maxed out is gonna do way more damage than a level 99 that I have right now. So anyway, let's get into the team that's running into the fight that's running now. So after to go with a tanky powerhouse team against his uh, free spirit team. I'm kind of scared of the Roger Rayleigh Gaban. Once they start rolling, they do a lot of damage, so I waited for their special to go off first before I use my burst. It was a lot of damage, but I was pretty underwhelmed. So here we're gonna hope to kill Nami and Karina, which we just did, and hopefully we can trigger his burst. So let's see, he's gonna use his burst now, hopefully, or not. This is the conundrum for Whitebeard and Ace, because if he doesn't use it now, he's not gonna be able to use a third burst going into the third fight. So if he doesn't use it now, he basically have only 2 bursts, even though it says 3, because he's not gonna have enough units killed to be able to use it a third time. So we used 1 burst and we have the whole team still alive, which is pretty good. The second fight is probably gonna be a forfeit, given that he's gonna have a burst. And his Whitebeard and Ace are pretty high level. You can see that the combat power is 230,000. This is a pretty tough match. I'm pretty pleased with this matchup. So we're just going to sacrifice our strength team and save up our striker team for the last fight, mainly because the sword unit does confusion, and with a little bit of luck we can confuse Whitebeard and Ace and Roger crew they has there, so after the death they fizzle out and they don't launch their special. That's my thought process, but we'll see if it's gonna be panning out. So yeah, this is gonna be backfiring against this opponent, because now we're not gonna be killing any of his units, and his burst is not charged, and he can only charge it 1 more time with 8 units left. He has to lose all of his team for it to charge again, because with the minus 40% is only 4 characters that need to die. So this is an easy loss here. We're just taking the L. And we're going into the third fight. We have 2 bursts. He has 1, despite him showing that it's 2. and I'm pretty confident in my striker team and their defensive capabilities to soak up a lot of damage. Because we get a lot of shields from the sword unit, and Saturn gives us a lot of defense. So yeah, this team is kind of a trap for us here, or at least that's how we planned it. To just have the Whitebeard and Ace and the Riser crew launch twice. We're gonna be holding off on our first burst because I don't want to give the requirements of minus 40% HP to Riser crew for their extra damage. So I'm gonna wait until they launch before I do my first burst. The burst is easy to recharge, so I'm not worried about launching my second one. And my striker team is pretty slow, but it's tanky, so I know they're gonna be launching before me. We have 32 defense. We're gonna eat the Riser crew. Now we can use our special, our burst at least. You can see that he's like below 40%, which gives him extra damage as a Riser crew. That's why we waited. And after that, we're gonna just use our burst as soon as it comes back. That's pretty good damage from Rock Spirits. It's pretty sad that we didn't get the launch from the sword units. That way we could have got a shield and tanked the HP cut, because the HP cuts get countered pretty well with the shields. So hopefully we kill some units with this burst. Roger crew is gonna go off. It gets pretty dicey now. Let's see what Hina does. Ooh, that was pretty lucky. That was lucky. That was pretty tight. And you can see he got only 2 bursts out because the third charge couldn't go off. So that's it for the first match. We go into the second one. I looked and refreshed, hopefully to find a Kizaru or a good leader, but it was mostly dud leaders. So I just chose this Kizaru, given that it's a Logia, so the team is going to be buffed and hopefully give us a run for our money. But I don't have high hopes. It's sad that a lot of people change their leader. Well, it's not sad, it's good behavior. It's good to change your leader when you finish your matches for the day, but for me, trying to showcase this Rock Spirits leader, it's pretty sad that I couldn't find a good opponent. But to be fair, I saw a lot of people use this leader the last 2 days, so I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with this team. We're taking a lot of damage. Let's see. Are we gonna be needing to use a burst or not? So we get the haste from Kobe, and Kuma is not at the front, so he may be taking damage, or he might get special binded by Pizarro. Okay, he jumped. All right, so he's gonna kill most of them and knock one out. Ace, we have a shield, so we won't do a lot of damage. Yeah, this is Raps. Right, Uta gives us a heal, which is not necessary at this point. Alright, finish the job, Luffy. Okay, so that was an easy fight, as you would expect with not a real leader. The other thing, if you're changing your leader for the day after you finish your matches, make sure to not put a buffed leader, even though it doesn't have a burst. They still get a lot of stats from this Kizaru leader. So make sure to not have a Rocks Pirates, a Logia, or a Roger Pirates as your bad leader if you're changing for the day. So we have a mirror here. Let's see if we're gonna lose or win. Let's see if we're gonna have to use our special or burst this time. Let's use it off the bat. Let's get this done. It's not gonna be a contest. It's crazy how the burst charges so fast. I predict it's gonna be pretty cancerous once people have, or more people have level 150 Rocks Pirates in the future. I'm sure there's gonna be a new Gear 5 that's going to be broken in a couple months from now, so I don't think I should be worried about Rocks Pirates for too long. Pika is gonna be shielding them. Let's break the shield with the burst. You can see like there's only no damage thanks to the shield. Also because they were low HP, and when you're low HP you take less damage from health cuts. My Big Mom is pretty weak, she doesn't do a lot of damage. She's only level 99. Same for Kaido and Alver. As I'm saying that, they just knocked 3 characters. Yeah, I was gonna skip. Let's see how it goes. Hold on, I'm losing characters. The hell? Okay, alright. Kinda looked scary for a minute there. Alright, that's it for the second game, and hopefully we get a good matchup for the last game of the day. And for the last game, sadly, we're going to be fighting a change leader. I kept trying to refresh to look for a Kizaru lead because I consider him the best lead this season, to see how we fare against him. I saw Whitebeard and Ace team, but I kept refreshing trying to find Kizaru, but sadly I ended up with no refreshes and 3 random leaders. But at least we got to fight a good matchup in Whitebeard and Ace on the first one. That was pretty entertaining and tight matchup. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful and inspiring to make your own teams. Please like and subscribe, it helps me greatly, and have a nice day.